Everything that I don't like.
Hey, what
Since you seem to enjoy it the most, you know what? I'll let you start with this one.
Mom doesn't like this.
Dad wants you to feel.
I'm gonna. Oh no, I'm not. No.
Yeah, Dad, you can.
Stop being crying.
Yep, there you go. I'm gonna let you do this.
I'm actually gonna give this one. Again, I agree with Jessica. Not just because she's cute, but the first one.
Come on.
They definitely have beans in it.
Hello and welcome to Omnis Eat Vegan. My name's Jessica.
Nick.
Neil.
And John.
And today we are going to taste test different types of breakfast type burritos and sandwiches, that sort of thing. So we've got 5 different ones here. 3 are Amy's brand and 2 are Sweet Earth. We're going to start down here. That one is Amy's Tofu Scramble in a Pocket Sandwich. And then we have Amy's Breakfast Burrito, which has black beans and tomatoes. Followed by the Amy's Tofu Scramble Breakfast Wrap. That one has tofu, hash browns, and vegetables in it. And then the Big Sur Breakfast Burrito. And finally, Get Cultured Breakfast Burrito. So we're going to cook these up, and then we're going to taste test them and let you know what we think. We'll be right back. See ya. Okay, welcome back. We have all of the breakfast burritos cooked and warmed up. We did cook them in the microwave, and I will say that the directions on all of these are not 100% accurate. We do have a fairly powerful microwave, but they seem to take a little bit longer to cook than what the directions say. And even so, I think a couple of them might still have a little bit of cold spots in them, but we'll try them as we go. So, Dylan, do you want to hand me that first one there, and we'll cut it up into pieces, and we'll give it a try here?
Original tofu, bell peppers, and shiitake mushrooms. Tofu scramble in a pocket.
Inside, it just looks like scrambled eggs. That's the tofu scramble, I'm sure. I do see the mushrooms, and it looks like red peppers. But did you say red peppers or tomatoes are in this?
Bell peppers, yeah.
Bell pepper.
It tastes delicious.
It's not bad.
You don't really get a real... other than the peppers and the taste of the tofu trying to be egg, you don't really get much else of flavor. It's not bad at all, in my opinion.
Oh.
I mean, if they would have maybe added a meat, it probably would have, or not a meat, I should say a fake meat, such as seitan, it would have been probably it would probably been like a good 9 or 10 out of 10 for me. But seeing as it is now, it's pretty average. I'd probably put a little bit of ketchup. It would be all right. I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
What do you think, Nick?
2.
Why?
2.
What did you like about it?
It's just like the scrambled eggs. It's just tastes like an egg sandwich.
Yeah. I actually thought it was pretty good. I know I let John eat the rest of my little piece there, but just because we've got 5 of these to try. I thought that the egg flavor was very good. The tofu scramble was very tasty in this. I'm not a fan of red peppers. I'm not a fan of mushrooms, which is part of the reason why I didn't eat my whole piece. I probably would have eaten the whole piece if it had it, like Neil said, if it had some fake bacon or some fake sausage in there, some vegan sausage, vegan bacon in there. I probably would have eaten the whole thing because it actually had a really good flavor to it. I think I'm going to give that probably an 8 out of 10. The one other thing that I really thought that I liked about this one was that it had, it's a pocket sandwich, so it's got a dough rather than a tortilla. What do you think?
I'm gonna give that. I would give that an 8 out of 10. I would buy that again. It was very enjoyable. I like mushrooms. I like bell peppers. I like tofu. I like everything that was in it. I agree with Jessica that the dough is really, really nice. It's really thick. It would be very hearty. It would provide a very hearty breakfast to get you going in the morning. So, yeah.
Yep, that's good.
I think it's good.
Okay, you want to pass me that second one, Neil? Let's see what this is.
Oh yeah, this is the black bean and tomatoes.
We had a really hard time getting cooked. Half of it was soggy, which is this bottom half. I want to flip it over. Bottom half got soggy. The top half didn't really seem to cook very well. And it ended up exploding out this one side, so we stopped cooking it. So what's all in this? Is this with...
That's black beans.
Does it have a potato, or what? Is that a tofu?
I think it's tofu.
It's got a potato, I think. Anyway, again, it's pretty average. I mean, the tomatoes and black beans, not black bells, black beans go really well together, in my opinion. I think just the regular contents of the burrito, in my opinion, was better than the first one. But I think it really matches because I like the dough with that one, but with this one it's a little too hard, in my opinion. So I would give it probably a 7 out of 10 as well. I'd go with the same, similar to the very first one.
Okay. What do you think, Nick?
6.
6? You like that one better? You like the black beans in it?
Yep.
Yeah. And what did you think of everything else that was in it? It was okay?
Yeah, black beans and... What's in it again?
We had
Tomatoes.
black beans and tomatoes. Yeah. I think I'm going to give that a 4 or 5 out of 10 just because I don't like black beans. The rest of the interior of that actually wasn't bad tasting. I do like tomatoes. I just don't like black beans. And I felt like it had a little bit of spice. Not a lot, but just a little hint of spice. Maybe you guys didn't taste it. I'm just very, very sensitive to spice. So that's why I'm giving it like a 4 or 5 because it does have a little bit of spicy to it. But I'm sure that if you like that little bit of spice and if you like black beans, you'll really like this burrito. But just for me personally, I'm only going to give it a 4 or 5. I think it would have been better with the tofu scramble that was in the first one mixed with the black beans and tomatoes. So, what do you think?
I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna agree with Nick. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay.
For me, it's a step down. I like bean burritos. I also like tofu. I like a lot of the ingredients. I agree with Neil a little bit. I think it has a little bit to do with the shell.
All right, we'll get this. This third Amy's is which one, Neil?
No, this one's not bad. Hash browns and vegetables.
What's up?
So I see zucchini.
Oh.
We'll finish eating. Did you take a bite of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
This is getting really
Should I start
Yeah.
again?
Go ahead.
Alright. I think this is my least favorite out of the 3. This definitely goes down a good bit on probably about a 5 for me. It's really, these two, the inside at least had more of a better flavor. This one, it's there, but it's not fully there. I think it really is it's really held back by the vegetables. I don't think, either maybe it's because they didn't choose the right ones, or just didn't have the right amount of seasoning, whatever it could be. I just think it's the vegetables that really hold it back. The potatoes didn't taste bad at all, but also I think it also suffers from the whole shell thing. That also, the black bean and tomatoes suffered for me. The shell it was just weird. It was a weird shell that didn't live up to the first one. That's why it gets a 5 out of 10 for me.
What do you think, Nick?
1.
A 1.
Why do you say 1? It's just because of everything
So everything is...
bad, just kind of bad.
Neil.
Yeah, just look like old vegetable carrots.
Yeah, I didn't like this one either, Nick. I'm only going to give this one a 3. Again, I really liked the first one. The tofu scramble that was in the first one was really tasty, and they're both Amy's, so I don't know why they didn't just use a similar tofu scramble, because it was really good. This one, I just didn't like. I don't know if it was maybe the zucchini. Maybe it wasn't zucchini. Maybe it was spinach. I like spinach though, and I will eat it. But the way that this one was put together just didn't sit well on my tongue. So I think I'm just going to give that maybe a 3 out of 10. I just didn't like it. Again, my favorite so far is that first one.
Yeah, I'm not going to differ in an opinion. I'm only going to give this a 2. I would not buy this again. It's really got a very strong either kale or spinach flavor to
All
it,
vegetables, right?
Yeah, the
and
best.
it doesn't have enough. I don't know. I think you could make it work if you put enough soy sauce or tamari in it.
We're gonna go ahead and try the first Sweet Earth brand. This is the Big Sur breakfast burrito. We had a little bit of problem with cooking this one too. It just did not want to get heated the whole way through. I don't think Nicholas likes this one.
Nope. It's a little cold. But
You
anyway,
and I got the middle.
but anyway, I won't let myself be biased because of that. This isn't bad. It's weird, but it's not bad. It doesn't have a defined taste. It has this weird mixture of tastes, compilation of spices. It's not really whatever's contained, such as egg or potato. It's more just the spices put into it. This isn't bad. This really is on the same scale with the black beans and tomatoes with me. Score-wise, give it a 6.
A 6? Okay. Nikki, what do you think about this Big Sur breakfast one?
2.
A 2? Didn't you eat the whole thing?
Just
No.
need a tiny bit.
Okay, just a little bit. You just didn't like the way that it tasted?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give this one a 6 as well as like Neil did. It had some really big chunks of potatoes in it, which was really tasty. The tofu scramble, again, just wasn't quite there for me. I mean, it wasn't a bad flavor, but it wasn't the best. I've had better.
It wasn't bad. The turmeric and the ingredients. I mean, I really enjoy. I agree with Jessica. I just really enjoy the potatoes. I really enjoy the peppers. I like the heavy turmeric that made it a little bit yellow. It was pretty good. And it's much better than the one we just tried. I'd put it on par with the bean. The
That's
bean
what Neil
burrito.
said too.
Yeah, and I can't remember my score for that one. I think it was a 7. So I'm going to give this one a 7.
Okay, and the last one is another Sweet Earth brand.
This is Get Cultured Functional Breakfast Burrito. This is a Korean-inspired blend of tofu, spinach, cabbage, fermented red peppers, ginger, sesame seed, and it supports probiotic cultures. Good job.
This one's a little cold too.
Mm.
And the smell coming from it, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna like it, but we'll see.
I think this one is as good or better than the other Sweet Earth. I like the whole Korean-inspired flavors. I think that's great. I mean, it definitely will get you up and going in the morning. I'm gonna give that a 7 out of 10. I still don't think, unfortunately, it comes close enough to Amy's original tofu scramble and that nice shell. But it's definitely something I would pick up and eat again. So it gets a 7 from me, which is good because I'm the only one eating.
I'm gonna give that one a 1 out of 10. I could probably force myself to eat it, but I did not like the flavors coming out of that thing. They did not sit well on my tongue, but I am a very bland eater. I don't eat a lot of like different flavors and stuff. So again, it had a spice to it that
Very
I just
spicy.
did not like, and that's probably my problem. Is because I literally just took a smidgen out of that thing and ate it, and it just was too spicy for me. So
Yes.
1 out of 10 for me. I couldn't do that one again. What do you think, Nick?
8.
An 8? You like that one?
What
Nick, I ate
yeah,
most of yours.
actually, give it an actual good score. Did you actually enjoy it?
If I made you eat it again, would you eat it?
again?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
No, it's bad, but all right.
Here you go.
Go ahead.
Let's go, Spicy Life.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. This 8 stands. Spicy Life.
Spicy life.
Woo!
There you go.
All right.
All right, Neil.
I'd enjoy this one actually. If I was just eating it, like just regular, just by myself, I think it would have been a little like
Easier to.
Yeah, easier
manage.
to eat. My bite was a little. My bite again was a little cold. I mean, whatever. But I'd give it a 6 out of 10. It's on par with the other Sweet Earth. I'm gonna say Sweet Earth and the black bean and tomatoes. It's not bad. The spiciness only lasted me for like a little bit. It wasn't entirely spicy. Maybe it's because I've eaten a good bit of spicy food that it's a more mild spice to me. But it's not bad.
Okay. Well, all in all, I think my favorite, and I think everybody's favorite, and Nikki, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong because you might not agree with this, but I think Neil and John and I are all in agreement that the first one, the Amy's Tofu Scramble Pocket Sandwich, is probably our favorite. It does contain wheat and soy, but it does not contain any meat or dairy products, so it is a vegan product. I think this is our favorite. I would buy this again. I would eat this again. If next time we go on vacation, if we have somewhere that we just have a microwave without having, a full kitchen or something that we can cook in, I would buy this to eat it again. I thought this was really good. I mean, obviously, I didn't like the mushrooms. I didn't like the peppers, but there really wasn't an overwhelming taste in this. The tofu scramble in this was very, very good. So I think that's our favorite. Was that your favorite too, Nick? No, what was your favorite one? So you like the black bean and tomato and the get cultured were your two favorites?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, get cultured.
Okay.
Okay, get cultured.
So those are 5 different types of breakfast burritos that we found in our local stores. We didn't have to go out of our way to find them. They were in our local giant grocery store, so that they were easily accessible, at least here where we are. So we recommend you check some of these out. Some of them aren't bad. They're varying across us which ones we like the best. So if you like this episode, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our content as it becomes available, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Or leave us a comment. Tell us if you've tried these, what you think of them, or if there's any other breakfast burritos out there that you would recommend to us. So on our cooking video this coming week, I think we're going to try to make one. And our breakfast burrito, we're hoping will have a vegan meat alternative in it. So we'll see how it turns out. Until next time, thanks for watching Omnis Vegan. We'll see you. Bye-bye.